What's up, everybody? Destroyer here. Welcome back to another cast of the Rise of the Witch King patch 2.2 version 6. Today we have a 2v2 on Buckland to take a look at. So let's dive in, shall we? We have our first player, Ballsdeep, as the Elves in the bottom right. And his ally for this matchup is DJ Premier as Dwarves. The opposing team, we have kingthrand as Dwarves. And his ally for this matchup is Doctor as Isengard. So we got an Eisen and a Dwarf versus an Elf and a Dwarf. So we got a Dwarf mirror on the left side, which is always a fun matchup. So we'll see how that goes for them. Kingthrand is going to start with a Hall of Warriors. And it looks like DJ Premier will start also with a Hall of Warriors. Very good. Alright, so let's see what the other people are doing. Doctor's going economy there. Full economy. Bold. Very bold. But of course the Elves just now getting their barracks, so I think he has time to do so. So he'll be going barracks start. I was asked to cast this game, so better be good, Thranduil. That's all I'm saying. Anyway. Not that it matters if it isn't, I guess. It's fine. I just thought I'd say that because it's funny. Why not? Anyway, Kingthrand has got Guardians coming out, so there you go. Very nice. Into the mines he goes, and he's building a tunnel right next to the center so he can get himself, by tunnel of course, I mean mineshaft, the outpost easily. We have Lorien Warriors going for Ballsdeep there, and an Uruk Pit and a Wildman. Let's call it Wildman Stables. It's a clan setting, of course. Well, I like Wildman Stables better, though. But we'll go with that. So he'll be getting Wildman and probably crossbows, I'd imagine. Let's see what he gets. Indeed. Who knows best? I do. That's right. Whoa! We got the water throw from Thranduil. Savage. Beautiful. Now we got Guardians and Guardians. One of them in the proper stance when you go up against each other. There you go. Now they're both on whole ground. Nope. Now the other one's not. Whole ground is generally a better stance to be in when going against melee troops. If you can remember to micro enough. Ballsdeep is sending his 1st Battalion Lorien Warriors in to hopefully do some damage. We also have the ring there. So if Golem gets found, sneaky Golem, he can, of course, maybe take advantage of the ring. And it looks like Kingthrand's Guardians are victorious there, and he will continue to hold the center. Getting him in income is very nice for him indeed. So that's always good. And we of course got Wildman from Doctor being sent in here, and he's also got Wildman over here, but it looks like half the battalion got trampled by a troll, so that's not ideal. Where's his crossbows though? I'd imagine he already has some. There they are. I'm gonna deal with some elf filth over there. Sent in by Ballsdeep, of course. Ballsdeep now has more Lorien Warriors and some more Lorien Archers now. But some damage will be done to his base. This will also be a lower skill level than some of the other casts I've done, of course. No offense to the players, of course. There's nothing to be ashamed of to be lower skilled. They're definitely not soulless, I can tell you that much, or anything. Or May Shadow or any of those people. But doesn't mean they won't have a good game. And that's what's important, eh? We got our brand out for DJ Premier. DJ Premier is actually pretty good. He's getting a lot better than he used to be. When I first started playing, at least, with him. He's improved quite a bit. And now he's far beyond my skill level. So that's always good. I'd say same with Thranduil, actually. He does pretty alright. Alright, we got 2 battalions of crossbows, some Wildmen there. Very good. We got more Uruk-hai. So Doctor's building up a force. And I guess he's gonna attack with it. Also, building Wildmen against the Elves, this is why you don't do it. Because the archers drop them like flies. You can go for Wildmen Axe Throwers as a support unit, but I would not recommend going Wildmen as your frontline troops against Elves. Because they just do not do well. Unless you plan on going around sneak attacking with the torch upgrade or something against their trees. I mean, you could do that, but I would not recommend going Wildman in general. So you're basically going to be throwing each other deaths without much gain. King Thrandal still holds the outpost. How is this possible? They should really be either knocking it down or taking it away. King Thrandal's got to be doing quite nicely in economy. Well, it's hard to say because he's going to be spending his money, but... And of course we have everybody going for a rally call except for Doctor, who's opted to go for Vision of the Palantir. So he's opted to go for a Vision. A spying power instead of a rally call. Which can be good, can be bad. I guess if he wants to know his enemy's tactics, or where he's going, it's useful, obviously. Although he isn't using it, so I guess it's not really helping him out much. I mean, if you got Vision of the Palantir, you should probably use it. Otherwise, you kind of wasted the fact that you didn't pick Rally Call. And King Thrandal's brand is getting wrecked by the brand of DJ Premier. He will retreat. Meanwhile, King Thrandal's going for Battle Wagons, Guardians, and he's also getting Archer range out. So that'll be pretty nice. We've got Wildman, Axlord, Wildman, just Wildman, and Urukai for Doctor. He's building a pretty good force, actually. I think with the force he's building right now, he should be able to overpower Ballsdeep pretty easily. Those things might get dicey for Ballsdeep, I would imagine. But we'll see. He has 2 barracks as well. He's also upgrading one of them to go for Mirkwoods, of course, as you do as Elves. So hopefully that pays off for him. And we now have Men of Dale out for DJ Premier. And he's getting more. He can also get troops if he so desires. He's not getting any currently. Alright, let's go over here. Watch the fight between those two. Here goes the rally call down on Ballsdeep's army. I guess in this scenario where you just need some troops, the Wildmen don't hurt. They're a very cheap addition to an army and they'll soak up some damage. So it doesn't hurt to throw them in there, but if they're your main frontline unit, they're probably not going to get very far. And then comes the Battle Wagon for King Thrandal, absolutely butchering that army of Ballsdeep there. And he's also got a hearth on it, so it'll heal itself. That's always nice. And of course, heal troops around it and stuff. DJ Premier has brought his battle wagon, or his King Brand up to try and snipe the battle wagon of Brand, or Thrand, not Brand, with Brand. Oh, the Men of Dale finish it off. Very nice. Nice pick up there for Thrandal. DJ Premier, rather. Damn it, there's too many ands. Brands and ands rolls. And there's only 2, but still. Down goes one of the trees there. The Axlors are doing pretty nice. Ooh, nice slam shot by King Brand, though. Killed quite a few in there. But as you see, the Axlors doing well against the infantry and against the buildings, which is why Axlors are very, very effective. I personally find Eisen's Axlors much better than the crossbows. They're not better against troops unless maybe late game and you upgrade them. But even then, I don't know if they are. Maybe it depends on what kind of troop. Of course, they have a lot less range as well, but they can damage buildings without any upgrades, which is always nice. The Men of Dale and Brand are just slaughtering him. His Brand is up to level 5 already, so that's pretty good. Thrandal is making a push now. Some Guardians and some Men of Dale. He's up against 3 battalions of Men of Dale, though. That's probably not going to end well for Thrandal, I'd imagine. Especially with the rally call on him. He managed to pick up a farm kill there, but he is going to lose the Guardians for his troubles. These ones are level 2 at least. If he doesn't lose them, he can use his charge attack, which is always nice. But against elite archers like Men of Dale, it's going to be difficult to get close, I feel. So that'll probably be a problem for him. And now Ballsdeep has Mirkwood archers out in the field, as he did not lose his level 2 barracks. He'll be in a good spot. He also has a green pasture, so he can get some cav out in the field if he needs to, which would be, of course, very effective against these stinking axemen. But you will have to watch out for the pikes and lurts, of course. Lurts can snipe them in bow mode, which is always deadly. And also, if there's heroes in the enemy field, Then Lurch is going to be pretty big as well. And down comes the battle wagon from King Thrandle, barreling down on the enemy. Look at that moonwalk. It was beautiful avoid. Battle wagon is taking massive amount of damage though, and down it goes. King Thrandle is a... not I keep calling him the King Thrandle. King Brand is a good counter. There's too many kings. 2 battle wagons. He does help quite a bit. And of course the Men of Dale just pounding the battle wagon with archer fire is always handy. Allowing him to not get a whole lot done with his battle wagon. And now Ballsdeep is facing off against Doctor. Doctor is losing a lot of troops, although so is Ballsdeep. Ballsdeep though has Mirkwoods, and it looks like the troops of Ballsdeep will be overpowered here. He'll smartly pull back his Mirkwoods. Don't want to lose those, and hopefully get some more troops out in the field and heal them up at the same time. And await the attack of the army of Doctor, which looks like it's opted to not attack, pushing his advantage and just go for DJ Premier instead, which might be a little bit of a mistake. I think he probably should have pushed his side of it while he had the advantage. Although Lurch picked up a level there, randomly. King Brand's on level 6. He can also train his archers to level 2 so they can use their black arrows. I would do that if I was him. Ah, and DJ Premier has zealots on the field. If you're in a Dwarven Mirror, I'd say zealots are a pretty crucial part of the Dwarven Mirror, as they are very effective at killing enemy heroes, which dwarves rely upon, like Brand and Gloin and such. And of course, they're just good in general. They're very fast. They're the fastest Dwarven unit that's not a battle wagon, of course. So that's always useful. And they're just strong. Very strong. And it looks like Doctor has claimed the ring. He's going to put that in his fort. Very nice. He's also got himself a Sharku. Sharku is here. Very nice. We got Undermine being thrown up from King Thrandle under the archer line of DJ Premier. Down goes some of the zealot. One of the zealots, looks like. And King Thrandle pulls out some guardians. And King Thrandle has a good amount of archers. And DJ Premier has no battle wagons in sight, so that's probably going to be a bit of a problem. But he has plenty of archers himself, so by no means in trouble. He's also got Gloin, and he's got statues and zealots. So in a defensive position, DJ Premier is in a much better situation. And now Gloin's going to try and get rid of that Undermine, so there's no forward tunnels, which is smart. These Guardians are just going to melt like butter to these. Even zealots alone will take those out pretty easily. But the Men of Dale would do just as well. Maybe faster. Well, obviously probably faster. There's the black arrows there from King Thrandle's Men of Dale. He's got a Demolisher. The Demolisher crew is ready. Will it succeed, though? It could at least go through the archer lines of DJ Premier. They do trample enemies, so that could be deadly. But the Zealots, I don't think Zealots can be trampled. In fact, I know they can't be trampled. So they're actually an amazing counter to that. Since they're mini heroes, the only thing they can be trampled by is Mumakil. So that would be a great counter. The mini Gimlis. And King Thrandle's army is just dying very quickly. The buffed Men of Dale are just doing a very terrible amount of damage. Terribly good amount of damage, rather. A terrible amount of damage would be a not so much amount, wouldn't it? Fair enough. Ballsdeep has himself some Mirkwoods, some Pikes, and some Rivendell Lancers on the field. There's another battalion of those. He has no heroes, though, which is probably for the best, considering there is alerts. But with that amount of Men of Dale keeping him safe, I think he might be okay to actually get a hero. Especially if it's a ranged one. We'll see. We'll see whether he doesn't or not. I think not getting one isn't going to hurt him too much. He could go for upgrades if he'd like and get some Silver Thorns or something. I do feel like the right side of the map are having a camp off a bit. Which is never ideal. Especially if you're Isengard up against Elves. You don't want to go into late game with Elves, particularly. Because you're definitely at a disadvantage. He does have Ballista though, which will help, but Ballista are still not very good against units. I mean, there's one Ballista hit on a buff battalion of Mirkwoods. Look how little damage I did. This is a catapult. This is your siege, and that's how little damage they do. That's why I don't like Eisen Siege. They're very, very terrible. Although they can shoot very close to each other, apparently. Close to the ballista itself. But Ballsdeep is definitely going to get the advantage of this engagement. Of course, we have DJ Premier's brand there as well. His brand can also train these archers, these Mirkwoods. Players forget to use this ability. And that happens a lot with... what is Brand doing? He's going to get himself killed. The Warg Raiders are going to run him down pretty easily. What's he doing? He's trying to go for the Undermine? Oh, he was! He's got 3 things of Zealots and Gloin in there. Gloin, is he level 4? He is indeed. He's going to go for a huge attack on the base of Doctor here. He's trying to figure out what he wants to destroy. This combo is very deadly against structures. Zealots in general are just very damaging units. But of course they're not invincible by any means. And I think this may have just lost him all his Zealots. And possibly his Gloin as well. It was a valiant effort. Ooh, there's the cripple shots. As the last of the Zealots falls. Down they go. And Gloin follows suit. Down he goes. Alerts levels up to 5. Very nice. It was a good effort to do some damage, but unfortunately the attack did get repelled. So fortunately for Doctor, I suppose. Doctor's looks like he's doing pretty well on economy. He's got a lot of farms. Well, not a lot, but he's got farms. He's got lumber mills. That should be raking him in some dough. He's at 650 command points. He's also got Watcher ready to go. Watcher, of course. Oh, no. The bane of the Elves, the Watcher. The faction that likes to camp in clumps. Watcher is definitely amazing against. That's the one thing that Isengard does have that is very, very effective against late game Elf, is the Watcher. I'd always recommend going for Watcher first to go up against Elves. It's incredible. As you see, we'll take out an entire Elf army with ease. Of course, it's not just against Elves, that works against any army. A lot of armies, even like this would be a perfect Watcher target. Lots of archers, anything. Any faction can do that. But it's prominent in the Elven faction, of course, because they are... that's what they do. It's just their thing. And we, of course, have Summon Hobbits and Undermine, Heal, Rebuild. 16, 810. 810, wow. Just got to quit the economy going. He's probably got more level 3 tunnels on the field and such. Let's see, kingthrand is 750, 586. He's got Undermine, Rebuild, Rally Call, 6 power points. But kingthrand has catapults with fire upgrades. That'll be pretty big. And there is the Undermine, very nice. Doing damage and sending them all flying. They're close to Hearth though. Let's have a look over here as well. I know, it looks like Doctor's going in. And of course, Ballsdeep has himself Elvenwood, Rally Call, 6 power points, 512 of 610. So he's not doing nearly as good as the economy front, or even power point front. Ooh, Treebeard just threw a rock at those guys. I don't know if Doctor has enough, but he does have upgrades on his Axors and his Pikemen. Armor and weapons. So that should definitely help out. And Lurtz, of course, has leadership. He's buffing the Axors, at least. He wants to keep them close to Lurtz if he can. Of course, the Mirkwoods just got the range, they got the damage, and he will repel that. And DJ Premier is out and about now. It's a few hobbits in tow, it looks like. kingthrand has got a good idea of going for the siege, but he's probably going to need more Men of Dale to counter this amount of Men of Dale. Also, something for the Zealots as well. Men of Dale are pretty decent against Zealots. The basic infantry are not going to help too much against Zealots. They will just die very quick. But you see the arrows do pretty good damage there. Whose king is this? DJ Premier. Yeah, DJ Premier has leadership, and he also has fire arrows, which kingthrand does not have. I think kingthrand should really go for the fire arrow upgrade. if he wants to stay on par with DJ Premier. And possibly look into getting his own King Dane. Or else he's going to have trouble. Because leadership plus the arrows are going to be pretty deadly. And now it looks like they're making a double push against Doctor. Kingthrand is on the way though. He does not stand alone. It's looking in favor of the southern team though, I'd say, in this engagement. Of course, they do have the Elven Wood to stand on, which is very useful indeed. And the Ents are doing nicely. Ents don't take a ton of ballista damage either, because ballistas don't get fire upgrades. Another reason why ballistas are dog shit. It's really unfortunate. I think if they made ballistas better, Eisen would do so much better in every engagement. Eisen's a very powerful army. They have great everything, pretty much, except, well, they're not great everything. Their cav is still pretty garbage. Warg Riders do a lot of damage, but their trample's not bad. Or the trample is bad. But the siege, unless they're hitting buildings, they're not very good. And that sucks, because really, that's your farthest ranging unit that you can fight the elves with. So it can be a bit of a struggle. But it looks like he's pushing them back, which is good. It's by no means impossible to kill an elf with an Isengard in late game. It's far from. I'm just saying it can be a struggle if you're not careful. Alright, King Brand from Thranduil is up to level 6. We have level 3 Gloin, so he doesn't have Shake Foundation yet. Lurch is level 6. Once he gets level 8, he gets Pillage for DJ Premier, Doctor there. So that'll be good for him. Pillage is always nice. King Dane's level 2, so he has Fear Resist. That's always very useful. Not in this matchup, really, though. Elves don't have anything that causes fear, as far as I'm aware. Other than the Hobbit's Vile Galadriel summon from Frodo. Ooh, down goes Lurtz, the mini hero hordes. The Zealots taking him out easily. Oh, nice use of the Undermine there to take out the ballistas. Of course, Undermine does take out any siege that is not living. And that counts Ents, of course. Ents and Giants do not get one-shotted. They just get sent into the air. Anything mechanical, though, will be destroyed immediately, which is always good. Same goes for Watcher and such, if you're not aware of that. Good tactic to employ to get rid of enemy siege and such quickly. It looks like Doctor's doing quite well, and King Thranduil has sent aid as well. They need to get these Merkwas off the field and get this barracks down. That will shut down Ballsdeep completely. But it doesn't look like he's having an easy time doing that, does it? They need to focus this barracks. This barracks keeps pumping out Merkwas. The more Merkwas come out, the worse off they'll be. But it looks like he is going to get it. Especially since these Axors with Upgrader over there hitting it. Very nice. Down it goes. No more Merkwas for Ballsdeep. Until he builds a new one and upgrades it, or upgrades this one and not loses it. Oh, we have a Dragon Strike incoming. There it is. Oh shit. Nice. That shuts down the Endmoot and the Green Pasture as well, so Ballsdeep is in a lot of trouble. But there's no army here to finish him off, so that does give him time to rebuild, and he is doing so. Meanwhile, King Thranduil is pushing in on DJ Premier. Oh, he was. Oh dear. And just like that, Barrage has shut him down. That frees up DJ Premier to counterattack here. With a pretty strong force of Men of Dale, Heroes, and Zealots, which are going to run down Gloin very nastily and brutalize him. Oh no. Is he going to follow all the way? I think he's going to get in the mine. Oh no, Gloin didn't make it. The Zealots got the kill. Nice pickup there for DJ Premier. Ooh, his King Brain's level 10. He's got the Beast Slayer arrow at level 7. Doesn't have to be used on monsters though. It can be used on anything. It just does more damage to monsters. King Thranduil's is level 7, or 6 rather, about level 7 though, so he'll have his soon. It's a good way to finish off enemies, I believe. Brand, of course, is not very good for tanking, so he will do retreats. There's an Ent summon in the back of Thranduil's base. Oh boy, this could turn things around. The Watcher being summoned on the Ents, putting them in a state of stasis in midair. Watcher isn't very good at killing them, though, as you see. Unlike, like I was saying earlier, it doesn't kill them like it would a regular catapult. And he's able to just reposition his Ents and start wailing away at the fort again, so King Thunder is going to need to deal with that ASAP. If his catapult has fire on it, he will easily take it out. Just hope he gets there in time to negate the damage. If he loses this level 3 thing, that's going to suck. And look at that, just like that. Because he has not got fire arrows, though, it's hurting him so bad. Okay, he isn't now. But he doesn't have an upgrade on these. And it's slowing down his defense a lot. And now the Zealot army and heroes of the Dwarves of Dietrich are in and going at it. Meanwhile, it looks like a big attack here is happening from Doctor against the forces of Ballsdeep. We even have a Saruman in there now. Very cool. Lurtz is back on the field as well. Looks like a fair amount of damage has been taken by the Isengard force, though. These bus porcupine formation Mythlons are tanking damage nicely. So is Treebeard. Oh, Saruman's gonna get burst down here if he's not careful. Doctor just isn't really able to get what he needs in there. If he had that Watcher, he might have been able to finish, but unfortunately he used it to slow down the Ent summon, which might have been a bad call. I think if he would have saved it, he might have been in a better position, but Thranduil might have lost his fort. I mean, he still got it down to half, so maybe it was a good idea. After all, even if it didn't kill it, it stopped them, slowed them long enough for him to take it out. I think in his situation, I would have did the same thing. Just because, what else can you do? You lose your fort, or you kill it, or postpone it. And as we all know, losing your fort sucks. So it doesn't want that. Doctor's going in with a couple battalions of Warg Riders with upgrades there. Take out some tunnels, that's a good call. You should really get a run in on these Men of Dale, though, if you can. There he goes, and King Thranduil's done the undermine. Oh no. Oh, there's even a Gimli in there. That fort is toast. Gimli, King Dane, Glowin. The original trio. Gonna take down this fort. And there's nothing King Thranduil can do about it. Oh, that sucks. And just like that, King Thranduil's base is toast. Oh god. Gimli's already level 5. Did he get level 5 from taking the fort? Jesus. That's unfortunate. Fortunate for King Dietrich though, I would say. Unless that's King Thranduil's. No. It is not. Now Doctor basically stands alone. And I don't see that going well, considering he's been struggling to finish the Elves for quite some time. Ballsdeep putting up a miraculous defense, making it very hard to break. Saruman's level 3, eh? Saruman has potential for greatness. Unfortunately, right now, he has no powers. And he's actually dying. You should get him out of there. Of course, he's not going to be able to get out of there because Mirkwoods have super range. He's also always fighting on this Elven Wood. These are level 5 Mirkwoods standing on a Elven Wood, which, as you might imagine, can be pretty beastly. Oh, and the Enderman, just like that, shuts down the ballistas before they get involved. Lurtz is picking him off nicely, though. But Lurtz is just one Uruk. What can Uruk do against this reckless elf? And the answer is not shoot arrows at a Endermine. What's he doing? And now Dietrich is pushing in on Doctor now with a fairly sizable force of dwarves. And I don't like his chances. Ooh, but he had a wizard's tower. Cheeky. At least fry one battalion of zealots pretty much dead. I guess that's something. And now he's going to run himself through the fire. Yes, he is. Gimli going for the leap, missing entirely, but it was still nice. Nice effort. Just watch Gimli go at it. There you go. Although DJ Premier doesn't have much left besides Gimli. It's a couple men of Dale, so he's not going to be able to finish quite yet. Is Cernda dead? I believe he is. He is indeed. Unless he has a building in the back of his ally's base, which he does not. So he is out. And now Doctor stands alone against 2 armies in a late game scenario, which is not going to be good for him. Although King Dane is going to die here to the berserkers and the everything. Everything around him. Although damage is still being done. A lumber mill does bite the dust. You gotta love the zealot usage. It's good. Zealot and the real zealot. The king of zealots, Gimli. Oh no, he died. That's unfortunate. I do find it kind of funny that they just literally took the Gimli model for zealots and just like, fuck it, put a different skin on it. Okay, it's a new unit. Really? Come on, EA. And there goes the earthquake. Ooh, took out a fair amount of stuff, damaged a lot of it. Didn't do much to the fort though. So at least he has that. I think Doctor can hold out for a little bit, but not too long. Especially once the Ents start rolling in. The Ents and the upgraded armies, they will take the fort down in no time. Especially if the Dwarves come back with an actual like force to take the fort. Should be no problem. He's getting more pikes though. He's getting... He should go for a demolisher. I think it'd be pretty fun. Those are always good. And of course he needs to try and keep some mines around here. Although Doctor is trying to get rid of those, as he should. Treebeard of course can counteract these if he likes to. That was quite the throw, Treebeard. Didn't even look like he was going to hit anything. It's just... It doesn't... The way he's throwing it is weird. But he does take a furnace there. Before falling before the might of the Deathbringers. Although look at the Deathbringers drop to the Mirkwoods. Ugh. And possibly some friendly fire. For good measure. Look at single Mithlon. Hero of the war. Yep. He's out of there. Oh, he's not going to make it. Ah, oh, poor elf. What a bastard. Unfortunate. Alright, well. We'll just see how long Doctor can hold out for, eh? Hopefully not too long. But it's been a pretty entertaining game so far, I gotta say. Not that I was expecting it to be garbage or anything, but you never know how long a game's gonna go, or how interesting things are gonna get until you watch it, really. And here we are. And there's a Hobbit summon. Gonna take out the ballistas and such. Ooh, there's the Watcher. Making his ugly ass appearance. Come on, have a snack, Watcher. And then you wanna. Aw. He whipped away his last remaining meal. Unfortunate. We got Vigilant Ent expansions though, being used as defense. It's not something you see every day, but they're actually not terrible. This is actually a pretty good setup. Vigilant Ent expansion and then go for the floodgate. That way all sides of your base are covered. If you put another floodgate here, obviously you'd have the back covered. But attacking from any angle with a melee army is going to be pretty much impossible. And then of course he has the long range with the Ents, which isn't too shabby. They can help counteract the ballistas pretty nicely. But really, the Dwarves and the Elves need to rally together in one big push if they're going to make Doctor die. And it looks like they're getting ready to do so. Slowly but surely. Treebeard's back on the field. The Men of Dale are tearing Isengard a new one. And they're not even Mirkwoods. I mean, these Mirkwoods could get involved. But, you know, that'd be a thing. And there is the Ent summon there. You probably should have used... or kept the Ent summon near Treebeard. I think if you use the Ent summon here, with Treebeard's leadership, I mean, it's 15% speed, 100% armor. Those Ents would not die. And now they might die. Not before doing a good amount of damage to the fort, though, it's gotta be said. So actually, this might be a good play. But they would have lasted the whole time. I guess in this way, he doesn't have any chance of, like, killing them all while defending the front. So he's got to choose to defend back there or defend the front. It's definitely a good play. There's the barrage and the Gimli with Slayer. And then the Dwarves going for the kill. There it goes. There goes Gimli. Very nice. Down goes the fort of Doctor. Alright, well there you go. This game should be wrapping up here soon. Nice undermine on Treebeard. He's dropped his rock in midair and somehow it stuck to his hand. Must have an elastic band on it or something. And there we are. DJ Premier and Ballsdeep are victorious. Cool. Well fought match between both teams. I thought it was pretty good. Pretty enjoyable to watch. And I hope you guys enjoyed that as well. So there you go. Has been a cast of the Rise of the Witch King, patch 2.2 version 6. And I will see you guys next time.